we are going to speak about CFU Elife, that is considered to be the only evolution to traditional HIFU.
Very nice. Thank you, doctor. And
And I hope to see you in the...
thank you. Thank you.
Something about CFU, which is the evolution of HIFU. I will ask a simple question. Are we satisfied until today with the results or the performance of traditional HIFU? I guess you may like it. So, why? Did we ever wonder why it was this? First of all, high treatment cost. Each one of these classical cartridge, it was costing from 1,000 up to 2,500 euros. And it was appropriate for 10, 12, 15 treatment. So each treatment, it was costing you from 100 up to 250 euros. It was a treatment for the few and only. And this is one of the reasons why we used to recommend it only once per year, because nobody could afford making more treatment. The clinical results were far below the expectations. Very painful procedure. Often there were complications. The therapist has to follow only lines. Thanks God, our face has curves. We don't have square head. So it was a problem. Long duration of treatment, almost 2 hours. And definitely the patients were scared due to the pain and the cost to follow up. So we created CFU Elife, which is centerless focused ultrasound. It's the evolution of HIFU. So what is the main differences? First of all is the zoom. You don't need cartridges. There is 2 cartridges, one for face, one for body. Face 1.5, 3, and 4.5. Body 6, 9, 11, 13. And you just geometrically adjust it on the handpiece. And automatically you get an accurate focal point. Easy flow. You move it and you create the vector forces on the face. You shape the face. So I always say that when I'm treating with CFU, it's like you are painting on a white canvas. You can design the face you are after. Centerless transducer I will see immediately after. ACE, active cooling emission. Inside here, they were just 60, 50, 70 ml of water. So it was not, it was stagnant. This was affecting the quality of the cartridge. That's why we use it only for 10-12 treatment. 2 liters of water circulating in the cartridges and the device, they guarantee the cartridges for 10 million emissions each. 10 million emissions for the face, it means average 1,800 treatment up to 2,000. So you don't need to replace cartridge and it's consumable 0. So it's a treatment today for everyone, not for the few and only. Now, I'm going, here is the actual cartridges. As you can see, you can adjust the focal point very easily. A full mass treatment is not lasting more than 30-40 minutes. Very fast. Active cooling emission, 10 million pulses each cartridge, and I want to stand to the centerless. As you can see, the traditional HIFU, it was emitting with a very centrally focused emission. This it was causing a cigar-shaped emission. When we were working on the body or in depth, this it was okay. But when you work on the face, and primarily on the 3 and 1.5, the emission it could reach the upper layers, creating blistering and bruising. This is the reason why there was so much pain. Without centralized focal point, it doesn't create this cigar-shaped emission. It creates an F-shaped emission which is precise to the focal point. Only when we go to the body and we need to cover more depth due to the fat and the cellulite, it's on the other cartridge or body is macro-focused and the egg is turned the other way down. Here, I'm finishing. So, the choice is clear. You need at least 7 cartridges to work with and at least 7 in stock. Minimum it's 15,000 euros in stock in the clinic. No need anymore. Even if you need to replace this cartridge, the price is going to be the same with the normal price, not of the 2,500, I don't like to mention names, of the 1,000 euro. So you have at least between 1,500 to 2,000 treatment with only one cartridge of 1,000 euros. Zero cost. Some results before and after. Of course, for me, and it's always good to remind, is that HIFU and CFU, when we are talking about body treatment, they are made for mild to moderate areas of local fat or cellulite. It's not for very large areas. For large areas, we have other technologies. You can use other technologies and save the CFU for face, neck, décolleté, and small areas, as all HIFU in the market should say. Thank you very much for your. If there is any question, of course.
Avez-vous des questions concernant? Yes. Doctor, whether we have a question?
Yes.
Can you tell me what is the temperature we reach to with the CFU?
I forget the thing. It's around 65 degrees at the focal point. Actually, we don't need higher on this. Why? When the focal point is precise, you don't need higher temperature. And this is why the pain is so minimal compared to traditional HIFU. If the focal point is spread, you need much higher energies, and of course the pain is going to be more.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. Thank you very much.